Welcome to the Sanders Kitchen. I'm Mike. Today we're going to be cooking some mustard greens. We're going to have a lot of ingredients, and so let me tell you what's in the recipe. The first thing we have is, of course, two beautiful batches of mustard greens. And, you know, I like turnips, so I bought some turnips to go with it. I know they're not turnip greens, but who cares, right? But we're going to use some hog jowl, some ham seasonings. My brother Bubby bought me a big giant link of Andouille sausage. It is a huge piece, but we're only going to use just about a 3 to 4 inch chunk. We're going to slice it up thin. I'll show you how to do that later. And we're going to have some garlic. I'll tell you all about in the description about, you know, how much I use. The Mirepoix, remember I told you about the Mirepoix? I may have to do a video on how to make that. And of course we have Regina red wine vinegar and some lemon juice to cut the bitterness out. And we're going to use a little chicken stock, and then we're just going to cook it down. But the first thing we have to do is clean. We have to clean the mustard greens and take out anything we don't want, take out all the stems. So, hey, let's get started cooking, okay? Watch how I tear this leaf. It's really easy. Start off at the top and tear a piece off like this. When you get to the stem, now the stem is right here in the middle. When you get to the stem, you just want to hold that stem and pull the leaves down, and look, that stem comes right off, and it's really, really easy. You throw the stem in the garbage, and the rest of it, you can give it a little twist and throw it in your bucket and can ready for cleaning, okay? It's really simple. I'll show you one more time, watch. This is a tender leaf. Just pull it down, that goes in the bucket. The next step is to wash the mustard greens really good, because you're going to get some sand and grit off of those leaves. You don't want that in your meal, so wash them 2 or 3 times. Just make sure they're clean. Let's go ahead and cut up our hog jowl into smaller pieces so we can get it to cook down a little bit faster. Just cut a few little pieces off of here like this, nice and thin. And that's good for that. And we'll start to render that down. All right, let's put this in and we'll start rendering that fat down. It's going to take a few minutes, but while I am rendering the fat down there, I want a little extra flavor from my ham. So I'm going to throw some of my ham in right now. I'm not going to put it all in. I'm going to save a little bit until later. But I'll just cook some of this down a little bit. I may add a little olive oil too, just to give it a little kickstart. Okay, we're going to cook this for about 5 minutes, and then we'll start adding in the other ingredients. Smelling good already. Oh man, is this smelling good? Can you see that? Look at how a little brown, kind of a little fried look on them things, man. That's what I want. So you know what? Put in the next bit of my ham, because you know I like to combine them flavors, you know. And now we're going to put in the Mirepoix. I added in a little olive oil while I was sauteing the ham, the hog jowls. But I'm going to put a little bit more in, and I'm going to go in with 2 tablespoons of butter. Gotta add that butter. And I'm also putting in about a tablespoon of minced garlic. Okay, tablespoon of minced garlic. All right, so the next thing is I'm going to add in about a tablespoon of this Regina red wine vinegar. Now, why am I doing this? So, if you ever think that greens have a bitter taste, well, they won't after you put in your vinegar and a tablespoon of lemon juice. So let me baby. I like this little machine. Takes all the seeds out, and I don't care about the pulp. I put the pulp in, but then you can just pour it. Take that out, and then you can just pour that and get yourself a good tablespoon, and there you go. Stirring everything up. Oh man, does this look good. By the way, I'm not putting any salt and pepper in right now because I want to make sure that I do that last. Because, you know, we have flavors going in here from the meat, the hog jowl, and we're going to put in the andouille sausage, and we have some chicken stock. We have 2 cups of chicken stock going in. Ooh, time to get the turnips in. I love turnips. I took these to the sink and I washed them real good. These turnips are beautiful, but all you really need to do is cut the top off and then cut the bottom off like that. Cut these up in chunks. That way they'll cook evenly. We want them all cooked together with the greens. So that's good. We'll put them all in the pot and we'll finish up these, put them all in together. So all the turnips are in. Everything is sauteing nicely. It smells wonderful. Just keep adding those flavors. Well, we have 2 cups of chicken stock. We'll put that right in. We're just going to go ahead and add all of the greens in. It looks like a lot, but it's going to cook down. Anybody that cooks greens knows you have a whole pot of greens, and then when it cooks down, you got a half a pot of greens. So we're just going to add all of these in, stir them a little bit, and then we'll put the lid on and let it simmer until they get nice and tender. But all you do is put your greens in, and you already put your liquid in. So all you're going to be doing is creating some steam, and the thing to do is take that lid, put that lid on, and bring it up to a boil, and then turn it down and just keep letting that steam those greens down, and all those flavors are going to mix in, and that's what makes your greens taste the best. It is going to be good. So we'll see you in maybe 15-20 minutes. It's already been about 7 to 8 minutes, and look, it's cooked down quite a bit. So I'm just going to add in the andouille. Thanks, Bubby. I appreciate that. That's going to be good. I ate a piece. It tastes really, really good. If you can get andouille, I would recommend it. If not, just use some smoked sausage. Let's just let it simmer, and we'll see you when it's done. Can you see how beautiful this is? And it smells wonderful. So the mustard greens have been cooking, simmering for maybe 30-35 minutes. And I think the secret is just test it and make sure they're tender. And if you do put some turnips in, that they're tender, because you can always go a few more minutes. It's not a problem. But for me, it was about a half hour. And so everything looks good. It smells wonderful. And it's time to serve it up. So I'm going to go ahead and get my little ladle here and get me a nice batch of greens with my andouille sausage. Look how pretty that is. Woohoo! Man, that's great. Let me get a few more of those. I love those turnips. Oh, my mouth is running so fast. I'm telling you, I can hardly keep up with it. The smells coming from this are incredible. And I just want you to know we didn't have to put any salt. Now, I could have added a little pepper, but I didn't really need to add anything else. It didn't need it. The broth, man, let me get a little bit of this. Oh, it's perfect. For me, it's perfect. You know, hey, salt and pepper to taste. If you want a little more salt or a little extra pepper, go for it. You could even put a little cayenne in it. The broth is wonderful. I'm gonna switch over to my fork and I'm gonna grab a turnip, and it's so tender. Oh, melting in your mouth tender. Love it. And the greens, look at those. Oh, I have to cool them off a little bit. I definitely don't want to burn my mouth. The andouille is outstanding. Very good. Thank you, brother, for the andouille sausage. It's really, really good. So I guess I'm going to eat the rest of this bowl. I don't want to do it in front of you, but it tastes so good. And if you want, you can just add a little cornbread to it and help sop up some of those juices, and the cornbread takes on all that flavor. It's really, really delicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed our video on how to make mustard greens with some turnips and andouille sausage. We're going to put this up. It's going to be great. I hope you guys give it a try. All the recipe will be in the description as usual. And you know, if you like our videos, if you like this video especially, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and share with your friends and family. Share the videos. That's how you help us if you want to help us. Hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when we come out with new videos, and we will often. So, hope you guys enjoy this along with the other New Year's dinners that we're coming up with. Have a great week and a wonderful New Year's. And as I always say, God bless you.